There we go. So, before we start just messing around or whatever, because, I literally just, I don't really know what to do today, so I figured I'd just kind of chill today and just pick a random game or so to play while I talk. Um, yeah, today's the 4th of July. For all the other Americans out there, that are celebrating, hope you have a good one, have a nice barbecue and stuff. I technically already had mine, we had to have it a bit earlier, um, because, a lot of our family is a lot older, um, so we had to kind of set it up on the weekend and everything, and make sure everyone's schedule was open. I know not everyone can have a free day today. I know there's people working today, and hats off to them. Very proud of you, and I hope you keep pushing on. I know there's days where you can't have your holidays, and it's understandable. Sometimes it just has to be like that, but keep pushing through. You'll get a good free day, or you'll get your time off. It'll happen eventually. Um, but yeah, today I'm just gonna be playing around a few games and stuff. I don't know how long today, but yeah, I'm just gonna chill out a bit, talk with whoever shows up, and yeah. So, anyway, um, how you doing, Shiro? Uh, I can talk about, what I did for technically our fourth, party 2 days ago. So, that's always great. Um, let's see. I just feel a little awkward today, I don't know. I guess it's just I've been out of it for a couple days now, and, just been dealing with my own things, and, uh, I might as well pop in the game for now. What kind of missions did I have? I know this is a nice little game I could be streaming on its own, but I just kind of play this to relax and stuff, so you'll probably only ever see me play this whenever I'm just talking, because it's just a chill little thing I can mess around with and not have to super focus in on. A little bit of input delay, from what I'm seeing, but it's fine. Pharmacy. Yep. Um, Actually, now's a pretty good time to just straight up, just go through what I did the other day. So, initially when I got there, I wound up helping out a bit. You wind up being the earliest, people there. You gotta, help set everything up. So, I wound up, oh, I wound up, let's see. I had to set up the tables. I had to break all the ice and stuff for the drinks. And then people started showing up just out of, we thought they were coming later. And, they just started showing up out of nowhere. And it was one car after another. It was like a parade practically over at our place. And we had to help bring in all this stuff, but at the same time, I was already having to wash a few of the chairs and tables off. So they were just coming one after another through the gate. I'm like, everyone's asking for help, but then not giving me time to drop what I'm doing, and like they just wound up going through anyway. And I'm like, well, okay, um, kind of feel bad doing that. I was honestly afraid I'd get blamed for not helping because that's happened to me before. Um, I'll get onto that story in a moment, but uh, it was a lot of people way like over my age. Like it felt a little bit like a nursing home at first because it was like so many of the elderly in our family, and I'm like, oh no. And the sad thing is, they were they're not on my side of the family. Um, they're on my brother's dad's side because he had a different father than me. Um, and even our like the age gap between me and my brother is so much that we just have different total generations worth of like relatability and stuff. Like he'll watch TikToks and do all that stuff, but he he's more of a country kind of guy, and essentially there's just this big like age gap between us where it's like we don't really correspond or really like it wasn't really a super close family relationship, especially when he moved out. Uh, but I'm getting off track. It's basically their side of the family, and I know keep saying they came over here, but when I say that I mean we went to their place, and then like that place is basically a second home. So yeah. Um, so all the family members were coming over, and it was all mainly the elderly. And I was the night before I was talking to mom about it. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to go because no one around my age or anything. Like there wouldn't be anyone for me to talk to or relate to or anything, and I just kind of feel like a stranger at a family gathering. And it doesn't help that most of the people on my side of the family, they've already passed away or they're so far away that it's unfeasible to just go there and have a gathering. Like the closest thing that I've ever had to that was Thanksgiving years ago. Um, when we would make the trip down there for Thanksgiving and stuff. Um, but yeah, it was seeming like I was just wanted there to help set up because mom was really antsy about that. She really wanted me to like. She was like really obsessive, wanting me to come with her and go to the gathering, and I'm like, I was having doubts, but I was like, screw it. There's free food. What do I have to argue? So, um, while I'm doing a lot of the prepping, not food wise, I wish I had my hands on the food because I can make some nice stuff. Like there's something that I would consider sacrilege, but I'll get to that in a minute. Uh, so I wound up helping set up and everything. It was all old people, and I was already feeling like this was I felt like I was back in a nursing home or something, like around the time that grandma went to the nursing home, and I was getting sad about it. I kept sneaking off through the house to like kind of isolate a bit because I was getting a little upset. Um, I was texting a few of my friends and stuff because it's all I could really do to get my mind off of it. And finally, they were starting to work on the food. Uh, wound up, I didn't get to help with any of the food. I got sent outside in the very blistering heat. Like, it was very hot this year. Um, to get all the outside chairs that we were going to bring in and clean them because they were old and they were sitting in the garage for so long. So I went and cleaned the chairs, and it was hot as fuck. I was wearing a black shirt. It was killer, especially because the shirt was very thick. I was sweating bullets just trying to Windex the chairs a bit. and I had to be brief because it wasn't cleaning up good. And then when I asked where they wanted the chairs, they said, "Oh, just put them back in the garage." They didn't even fucking need them because they got the ones off the porch, and they didn't give me any insight to that first. So I went back in. I was like, okay, whatever, it's no big deal. Had to fight my very autistic urges of just kind of getting upset and stuff because I normally do not like to do useless stuff, like useless work, uh, like that whole ordeal. Like it's so like, oh, you clean and wipe the chairs to be used, but then they're like, oh, we don't need them, put them back. So you did that for nothing. You wasted time, and it's like, well, fuck. It's very annoying, and it usually gets up against me the more I did, and I was sweating so bad because I can't normally deal with the heat. Um, so essentially, I was sweating. I was kind of over it all. I went back in after putting the chairs away, and they kept asking me to do stuff, but at least it was inside. Help move a table, help do this, help do that. And then I went to hide again, and I kind of needed it because I was getting pretty heated to myself. Like, I wasn't, like, getting agitated and stuff. I've worked on myself for so long that it's gotten to where I can control it somewhat. Um, so, hid away for a while, was texting a few more friends, like, at least venting a little bit, you know, and no, not the sus way. But I wound up, first chance I was offered alcohol, got some. I was like, hell yeah, gotta chill out somehow. Uh, so started the day pretty strong with some vodka. It was like a club soda kind of mix. Uh, there was, they had the guys grilling and everything. I wish I could have grilled. It would have been fun. Because I make a nice burger, hot dog, or whatever. Like, I've watched enough chefy videos to know what you can put on, like, certain meats to make them kind of burst with flavor whenever you bite into them, and to enhance the flavor of the meat rather than just, like, okay, I know there's some people out there that will cook with Worcestershire sauce, but I don't feel like you should only rely on that, because, yeah, it gives a bit of, like, smokiness by the time it cooks on the grill, but it lacks flavor, in my opinion. I had to add my own, like, I had to add some more, like, powdered stuff on it. It was like it was something you put on burgers and stuff while they're cooking. It was like an orangey powder. It probably had, like, paprika and all this other stuff in it. Can't remember what it was called, but I had to put that literally on the burger itself once I built it, whenever I was making my own plate. Um, had a burger, hot dog with some mustard, standard stuff. Uh, and we had sausages. So bratwurst. I had that on a bun too, because I was just like, screw it. I was sad they didn't have any barbecue sauce. That would have really made it. Um, for the burger, I got some mayo on the bottom bun, put a bed of lettuce. Uh, they cut up all the lettuce, so I had to kind of take the shredded, well, not shredded, but like cut up, it wasn't diced. Um, I had to make a bed of lettuce, and then I was gonna put cheese, after I put the burger, but it just kind of, like, the cheese was sitting out. And I was just like, I don't like cheese that's just been sitting out. I like it fresh out of the fridge, because if you let cheese sit out, and it winds up looking like a fucking Lunchable by the time it sits that long. I had some white onion and Wickles pickles. It's like a slightly spicy pickle. It's all cut up and thick cut. Um, I wanted more spice though. They didn't have any. They didn't really have much, so I added some pickles on top with in the middle of the onion ring, which I had to cut those just to make it to where it wouldn't be too much of a mess while eating. I took some of the burger powder and put it on top of that, and added a little ketchup just to kind of mix with it on top. And yeah, that was the whole burger. I put the other bun on top and chowed down. But here's where it gets real nice. So everyone brought like different things that they either made or they were going to make at the little gathering. Oh, so essentially, uh, so they had some of them that made desserts. One was like some sort of banana cream cake thing. It didn't look too bad, but it wasn't my thing. It was like surrounded in almonds. Uh, I didn't get a slice. They had brownies. I'm not a brownie person. I rather vanilla and stuff like that as far as flavor. Because I'm not a big chocolate person. Um, but they did have, they had Jello shots, and I never got to have Jello shots before. Um, when I was a kid, I remember the only time I ever encountered Jello shots was I went to someone's wedding, because, I mean, Mom couldn't just leave me at home. So she brought me along, and there was Jello for the kids and Jello shots for the adults, and they were on separate tables, of course. I never went over the adult section because it was a bunch of, like, it was a lot of seafood. They had a lot of seafood at this wedding. It was like a Cajun wedding or something. And someone had brought Jello shots. Some for the, like, some without some without shots, and some that were genuinely Jello shots. I never got any, but for this gathering, they were vodka mixed with different flavors, anything ranging along the Starburst spectrum, because each Jello shot had a Starburst gummy that was soaked in vodka and puffed up in the middle. So it was very delicious. They had, I believe one was peach, I think, or some kind of citrusy kind of fruit. I couldn't really tell, but it was because of the vodka, how it changed the flavor of it. They had cherry and strawberry for sure. I remember the distinct flavor between those, because I was shocked when I took one of the ones I thought was a strawberry, and it just tasted straight up like cherry. I'm like, no, I don't like being tricked like this. I don't normally like cherry stuff unless it's like extra sour or extra tart. But yeah, I had some Jello shots on the side, and I was the first one to even pick one up. Everyone else was like scared of them, like they didn't know, like, does this have alcohol in it or does it not? And I was the first one. I don't know how many of those I ate, but I'm pretty sure I ate almost half of the available Jello shots in total. Because I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna have fun today. And once I figured out that those were actual Jello shots, I was like, there's no stopping me. The only thing stopping me is the alcohol limit intake, and I was just like, let's have fun, and I just started grabbing them every time I would get up against like either food or a drink, and I didn't get like fucked up or nothing. I did get a little drunk. Uh, I wound up clicking with one son of the family. Well, it was more like one of them's a friend of the family, and the yeah, I only really got tipsy to be honest, because even there's one time I was more drunk than that, like, or rather more tipsy than that, and it was like right at the edge of being tipsy and actually full on drunk, where you don't remember shit, and because every time I've drank and have done a lot of drinking, uh, I was always fully aware and in control of everything I said and did. So I don't really see how that would be me being drunk. Now, if I was not thinking straight at all and wasn't able to form words, I'd understand that. That would definitely be drunk. But I'd say I've only ever been tipsy because I would mentally reach a cutoff point where I'm like, okay, that's enough, and then not touch anymore. And it's because I'd be enjoying it, and, you know, I don't want to wind up blackout drunk or something. Because you never know what'll happen within those events. Um, so, uh, there was a friend of the family that came, brought their wife, the daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend. And there were so many seats that we had to set up in the extra dining hall. And surprisingly, that was the quieter area. And I was actually able to have a conversation with all of them and relate to them and talk to them and stuff. And oddly enough, I wasn't even making friends with the ones my age. It was the dad who's in their like 70s, and I'm like, damn, I didn't think I'd relate to this man so much. Because, I mean, different eras and stuff, but it seemed like this guy, he had it together, like he adapted and everything. Because, like, he was very understanding and talkative and stuff. And, like, he didn't mind, like, explaining and all this other stuff, things that I didn't know. Man was an electrician, and he was telling me different projects him and my brother's dad worked on. And we just wound up talking for a while, and they offered me more of the Jello shots and stuff. They're just like, yeah, have fun, just chill out, it's fine. And even the wife was very nice. That she and her daughter had made, and oh my goodness, it was absolute sin on a plate, let me tell you. So there's two desserts that I love, and I can never get over. There's red velvet cake, because of its cream cheese icing and the rich flavor, which people get confused when I can just sit there and eat things that are very rich and not be phased. Because, like, I don't understand the whole richness. I love just the flavor of something whenever it comes to richness. I don't see how people can get sick of that. Like, I don't understand that. But red velvet cake is absolutely luscious. Like, I have no other words for it. And let's take the concept of that and my other favorite dessert, my real big favorite, cheesecake. I know there's some people that are iffy on cheesecake, but hear me out. That shit good. Just plain cheesecake on its own. Like, yeah, they have those weird marbled chocolate ones, which, I mean, they're fine. they're tolerable to me, but I rather be straight up cheesecake. And sometimes maybe the sort of strawberry candy swirl kind of thing, uh, like the kind of jelly on the cheesecake. That shit's good too. But it was essentially they made a cake. It was a red velvet cake, and instead of it being like icing in the middle, it was literally just spaced out with an entire like cheesecake. So it was one layer cake, one layer cheesecake, and then a layer red, like another layer red velvet cake with um, the cream cheese icing like all around it and on top. And the daughter had gone absolutely ballistic with the sprinkles, and the mom wasn't too happy about that. But oh my goodness, that was the most delicious thing I have had in a while. Um, I'm drooling just thinking about it. It with the Jello shots was amazing. I was just having a nice little reserved party the whole time. Um, uh, but yeah, they made some great stuff, and I really loved hanging out with the friends of the family because they weren't too overly loud. They weren't uh, like they kind of kept to themselves a bit. So I guess I just kind of related to them a lot more because of that. Because everyone else, they were just like, don't get me wrong, and I ain't got nothing like against old people. Like, it's just with my side of the family. No, with our family, we have a lot of loud people, and it's for me. I'm very introverted. I don't really. I don't really. It's not that I'm insocial. I love to socialize. I like to talk to people, but I can't deal with like everyone talking at the same time around a table. And the other thing I can't deal with is, let's say you have frequent gatherings, and you know how sometimes, just sometimes, maybe a topic will come back up um, at the table, which that's fine, but like, there was a long time where, when I was younger, we used to go down to my uncle's place, and don't get me wrong, I loved hanging with them and stuff, and I loved talking to my cousin and all that, but I didn't like when they would all go sit at the table, because they all had the same conversations over and over. And I'm wondering if that wasn't really just prepping me for everything, because, um, ironically enough, later on, my grandma had dementia, and she wound up talking, like, about the same stuff over and over, and I feel like maybe life was preparing me to deal with that, because, yeah. And that's just the two biggest pet peeves of mine whenever it comes to family gatherings and stuff. When everyone's just over talking each other at a table, or whenever they just have the same conversations over and over every gathering, and it's like there's nothing new to introduce, there's nothing new to mention, or whenever there is something new to mention, it's very little, and then you just go on having the same conversation as last time with the same words and everything, and it's like, I already know what you're gonna say, I've already heard all this before. There's not much point to it. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I get that sometimes you don't really have much to say, like, if, like, say you lead a life that's very simple, I understand that, but there's gotta be something to talk about. Like, even a new topic or something that you might have heard that can really carry a conversation. Like, and I mean, I get it. Me with my Asperger's, I'm not attuned to, like, doing small talk and stuff. But I do like topics and stuff that are brought up. I do, I can't just be like, ooh, how's the weather? Like, no, I would have to Like, I would want more context. I would want more story. I would want more, like, to talk about regarding the weather. Or maybe something that's ongoing. Uh, let's see, like a disaster or something and how it's affected people, you know. I like to have content with my conversations, and I always was like that. Um, but yeah, that's mainly why I just don't like uh, family gatherings, like sitting at a table, everyone talking over each other, and usually it's the same stuff over and over. Um, but yeah, I had a pretty good time. Um, Unfortunately, I did find out why mom wanted me to go so bad. Um, so, my brother's dad, he wound up with a type of cancer. And I know it's hard for most people to talk about this sort of thing. And even now, I kind of find myself a little downtrodden by it, but I can still talk about it. Um, and don't get me wrong, he was like a father to me too, because mine, my biological father, he tossed me when I was 3. There's a whole situation with that one. Uh, and then I never got to see him again because he passed away before I could grow up and go see him again, you know? Um, so, Mans is like a father to me. He, um, yeah, some, he has cancer, and for a while he did fight it off, but then it came back. Um, and the medicine they were giving him, it was just kind of ruining him. Like, he wasn't really able to do anything, and he's a real active man. He 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 really liked the machine trade and manual, and he liked working on motorcycles and stuff. And he was a real active, ongoing, hard-working man. And the medicine was just screwing that up for him. And he didn't want to go out like that. He decided, apparently, I was told not last night, night before, when we got home, um, he got off his meds and said he wasn't doing them. He said he'd rather go out swinging than be knocked on his ass and then not be able to do anything after. And I respect that. I am happy that he's gonna go doing what he wants. He's strong for that. And I only wish that Mom had told me before. Because I would have been a bit more social. I would have outreached a bit more, you know? And I mean, you can only do so much, right? And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not thoroughly upset by it or anything. It's just, you kind of wish that you could have had more time to do things, or you wish things could have been done in a different way, so to speak. They had like a little dance thing going on, like just to party it up in the garage. And I didn't do that because I knew it would be mainly country music and stuff, and I'm not about that really. It takes specific country music to really get me to enjoy. Um, but yeah, I would have happily been there for that part of the gathering, if I would have knew. Um, but yeah, I wasn't told till after I got home, and I was just like, well, damn, I wish it would have been more upfront rather than tucking it away. Um, And I mean, I didn't mean to damper anything. Like, I genuinely had a good time. I even got to bring home some vodka and watermelon, and they didn't use much of the lettuce, so I have that now for sandwiches that I can make or whatever for the week. Um, Free food, free drink. Um, I'm pretty satisfied. And I was supposed to go to another gathering today, but it canceled because it was going to be way too early to wake up. And um, even when I started, even when I started stream, um, mom was still asleep. So I'm like, well, I guess she was just up late last night or whatever. So we just didn't go. Um, I mean, I was told like late last night we probably weren't going anyway because of the timing. We would have had to wake up at 7 to leave here at 9 and then be there by 11. So it would have been the best. Not gonna waste money on fireworks tonight, and I mean, I'm just kind of gonna chill, I think. I mean, we do have to go up to the store, get some food and stuff, like the rest of the stuff for the sandwiches, etc. But, yeah. Today I'm just kind of chilling, and I mean, I guess I'll just play some of this, right? Other than that, how y'all been, huh? I'm sure today's gonna be decent for you, or you're gonna figure some way to party. Nice. I have 400,069. Right, I already went through this. Here, let me... I should swap from just chatting now because I've kind of already talked a bit and... screw it. There we go. I'll get out of just chatting. Yeah. Alright. I forget what I was farming out. Because I know there was something on here I was just trying to farm out to be absolutely ridiculous. Where's the list? No, it wasn't Kangaskhan. Right. check for any more Southern Cavern ones. Nothing's in there. Nope. Nothing in Southern Cavern, so I can just hop on that and go. Alright. God damn. You ever play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Shiro? That sucks. I think I see why this is a hard mission. How's about you spell stun seed backwards? music too loud? I'm probably gonna assume so, because no answer. Let's see. That'll do, I think. Holy fuck! Just casually take almost all of my HP. Also, anyone watching that knows Pokemon knows that what I'm doing right now is absolutely blasphemous. Because Shedinja is normally supposed to be a Pokemon that only has 1 HP. In this game, he has extremely low HP, but he only takes hits from super effective moves. I have abused the system of it letting me have more HP by upping my HP up to a ludicrous amount. But it doesn't mean I'm immune from everything, especially in this dungeon, because rocks just destroy me. How is this not a monster house? Also, that is a mission requirement up above. Woo! This is probably the most bottom game I'll ever play. Wait, how many did I miss already? Where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. Okay. I sometimes wonder if those are actually randomly generated on the floor, or if they appear with RNG. But I mean, it wouldn't make sense if they were to just appear, because there is certain items in the game that let you see where a trap is before you step on it. So I'm guessing it just puts... The only other way that would work is if it puts the traps and reveals them beforehand. Because of that item. But no, that wouldn't even be the case then, because when you put the item on the floor, it'll still show. So... I guess it is just really weird RNG for the game knowing where you're gonna step based on how you play. If so, that's ingenious. How they can predict where someone's gonna step on a floor more often than not. And then there's the fact of generating items near certain things. maps to where it generates around an item or near an item, depending on where it is on the floor. Either way, very cool. I am a little annoyed about one thing about this game. It was more like a nostalgia factor than anything else, but in the original make of this game, they have little friend areas for your recruited Pokemon, and I'm sure most of the other fans agree. With these little friend areas that they have for the original, you could literally walk around the area that you would gather your Pokemon friends with, and it was like you could walk around the little area that you gathered them in. Now, it's no better than a PC from a regular Pokemon game, like a box, and it has like the illustration of the area instead, and I'm like, why? Why didn't they just remake the areas? That would have been the cherry on top. That was like the biggest thing I was looking forward to for Mystery Dungeon DX. And I'm just like, why did they take the one thing that made it feel like you earned the Pokemon, like, away? Because you could go there, talk and interact with them, and their head little sprites running around and stuff, and it was like, yay, I'm interacting and having fun with my fellow Pokemon, and they kind of botched that, and I'm like, damn. It's like it became a soulless remake just by doing that, and I'm disappointed. I feel like some other people out there, I didn't mean to hit that. There it is. Yeah, I feel like other fans of this series of games was pretty disappointed by that as well. But it literally just takes like an update or something. Like, especially since it's like a Switch game. Like, who's gonna be updating this game ever? Like, there's never gonna be DLC for it. And they might as well just work on the, like, making the friend areas to where they're open and you can walk around them again. Like, it's not that hard. I don't want to notch. I thought it was a mission. But yeah, that was my little rant about when I missed out the old version of this game, and they shouldn't have changed that. They should have at least remade that. That would have been the cream of the crop with this series. Like, if they were to take the time to do that, and they still can, they easily could just apply an update and then have us download it. It ain't that hard. It can't be that hard. I'd even help if I could. But I mean, it's big Nintendo, so it's just gonna have to be a shame. That's a Magnemite. I don't want a Magnemite. Items. Driver seed. We'll take the big apple. Alright, let's go with a boomerang. Oh, well, I thought I'd have to take out both. I would help him, but I don't want another Magnemite. leveled up. Ah, okay. Alright. Immediately get this ordinary. Uh-oh. That's a possible Earthquaker. The most dangerous thing in this dungeon is the Earthquake Pokemon, because they can wipe out our whole team at once. If you haven't noticed earlier, I am Master Rank when it comes to the rescue missions. Now, I mean, that don't really mean too much, except that I've just done a lot. Is it a Beldum? Yeah. No. What was the one? Damage. Wait, there's nothing that tells me what can be recruited. Well, I call bullshit. Do I have another Beldum? Wish I could check what Pokemon I had, like, in my friend thing already before I give an apple. Because that's, like, an apple could be the difference in you keep on going or you faint on the spot. Like, even with using the bullshit mechanics they threw in, it's like, yeah, you can become overpowered, but like, the issue is there's still limitations to that. Well, no, that ain't an issue, it's good. It's just, you don't become overpowered, it's just overly helpful. And it's like, the original, you didn't have that. Well, oh. Okay. Since I picked up an apple, let's see. Okay, I guess I'll keep him. I'm pretty sure I had one and I evolved it, but it's fine. Because if you don't currently have one in your friend area, then it'll say that you've never had one. Like, no, it'll say that you currently don't have one in your friend area, but that's all it'll say. It won't say, oh, I've already added this one before. Ooh, okay. Nature Power TM, no. Hail, no. I need the Evo Crystal. Warp Wand. No, I'm not meaning to switch layers. I'm trying to check what I have. No, not Underfoot. Okay. Surround, Somber, Petrify, Slow. I don't really need Warp Wand. Yes. Money. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Swipe. Swipe. Oh. Well, that was short-lived. Oh. 2 Earthquakers. But I'll cure that right now. Oh yeah, I wound up using some of the watermelon I got the other day from the party. Got some of that. I crushed up a bit of it and used some of the vodka and made need some freezies, and they're currently in the freezer. I've kept stirring them occasionally to make sure that they don't, like, separate before they freeze, so yeah. I don't need another Flygon. Me not realizing I'm in a wall because I'm looking at the map and not my character. Okay. Where's just an apple? I don't want to keep getting into the big apples yet because while I do have leave half, it's better that I clear a space if I have just an apple, because that means I can pick up more. Do I have a move if I... Okay. I will say, they did make the dungeons a little bit more dynamic, so I'll give them that. I just wish we had the full-on, like, friend areas, like, completely fleshed out, rather than just a background for nostalgia. Sure, let's have another. Because I eventually want to make a team of Cubone, and... By the way, that was my starter. That's why it's so unbelievably overpowered, because I just sat there one day, and I ground out, like, several, like, stat enhancer missions that were just showing up on the bounty board thing. And I was like, screw it, I'm gonna make my guy more powerful than anything in the game before I even start the second main quest mission. And I did. I was farming gold ribbons at first, and I was like, well damn, they keep offering me like life seeds, proteins, accuracy drinks, power-up drinks for your moves, and it wound up to where I just got this absolutely busted Pokemon to start with, and I was just sweeping through everything overly. Like, I one-shot Zapdos, I cleaned through Moltres and Articuno like it was nothing. It was ridiculous. I wish I could see. Would it be in Tactics Say? No. Where's the... Okay, the status. So, this is what I've been farming up on purpose, because I want to see how ludicrous I can make this. It's already crazy as fuck, and it's level 59. A Shedinja with 336 HP, that is so cursed. It's got the 131 attack, 210 special, because I wanted to utilize Giga Drain just to be even more ridiculous. So it needed to be extremely high, just to make Giga Drain viable. Defense and special defense, I could care less. The speed is also moot, because it just... You don't really care about the speed in this game unless you're using, like, Gyro Ball and, there was a electric move. I'm quite big on Pokemon, it's just that some moves elude my thoughts. It's a electric attack that is based on you being faster, and I believe Pikachu was one of the first ones to get it. But yeah, speed doesn't really matter in Mystery Dungeon that much. Like, movement speed is different than regular speed, if I've ever learned anything in this game. Because despite what it says at the beginning, where it's like, oh, your speed stat determines how fast you go, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Let's see, oh right, I was wanting to show how much I boosted the moves. So, the more often you use a move, the more powerful it gets. So, this can happen, and it can go through multiple Pokemon using the same move. Now, that's great and all, but then what do you do when you need new teams, new Pokemon that don't even use the same move? Well, if you need it really in a pinch, you can boost them up with drinks. There's power-up drinks, accuracy drinks, and power point drinks. So, you have power points, and accuracy. They can only be filled up to a certain amount, and by making things like Fury Swipes, like, extra powerful, that is dealing at least 500 if every single one hits. You combo this with special abilities. Let's say Kangaskhan here, which it has a special rare quality called Rapid Bullseye. It makes sure that more of your moves hit. So you usually... Oh wait, it straight up says never miss. So you're gonna get the maximum amount of hits no matter what, and that is kind of broken with Fury Swipes because that's 5 hits and you're dealing 100 per hit, so that's 500 damage on one Pokemon immediately. That is broken as fuck. And then if you are Kangaskhan yourself, you can even hit ghost types with it. So yeah, it's a little busted. Oh, Spider Friend. Get away from my mic. You can chill with my lap or something, but like, not on my mic. It's just a little tiny spider, like it's a little baby. I don't really care if it's that. It's probably just a jumping spider anyway, from what I can see. Anyway. So, yeah, I've been boosting Kangaskhan's HP to get it up to level, and focused only on its attack, really. Just to put that output with its own self. And the starter I chose was Cubone. I didn't think it would be as busted as it is, because I knew it had access to Bone Beret, but I didn't think it would be this busted. So it throws 2 Bone Beret's down an aisle, and it comes back. But it only hits, it hits twice. Yeah, it hits twice, but it's down a whole row. So it's like a flamethrower, but for ground types that's even more powerful. I've had this since the beginning, and as you can see, I have maxed the move out completely. So any Pokemon that has Bone Beret basically has a flamethrower insta-kill that hits twice, because it deals such crazy damage on its own. I got Earthquake up to max, Brutal Swing, and I don't really focus on Brick Break, it's just kind of there to be there. But I did Brutal Swing because it's like 2 tiles out from around it damages, so it's like an area effect. I love that. Earthquake is if I'm the last thing in the room and I need to clear the room, because it hits everything including my team, so I can't afford to use it. Especially because I have Steamroll, so I'll even hit my flying type friends in the game, or the things that use Levitate, or Magnet Rise and stuff. So I can't really afford to Earthquake unless it's in a pinch, so that stays at maximum the whole adventure usually. I have yet to reach a point where I needed to use it and clear a room. Eventually when I go to farm out like rare Pokemon like Mew, I'm gonna wind up using 1 Room Orbs and just sitting there with Earthquake and a bunch of PowerPoint restorers. So yeah. Lightning Rod was a plus. It made Zapdos stupid easy, and it drew away from other electric types, though my teammate Pokemon that I chose was Torchic, because it was the first one I ever chose for Mystery Dungeon as a partner. The first one I ever originally chose, because I thought it was just the Hoenn starters and the Johto and okay, I thought it was just the starters that you could get when I first played. I didn't know Cubone was available way back then. The first one I ever started with was Trico, and I kept getting my ass handed to me, and I got frustrated. But I pushed through the game. I didn't know that I'd wind up struggling so much for the first half of the game because of all the bird-type legendaries when I first ever played it. And that was on the original. DX just kind of holds your hand and it's like overly easy. So I'm glad that at least in post-game they don't do that as much, because it was getting frustrated with how easy everything was. Because it was like, oh, I could just sit here and farm for ages and not care, because I can just wipe everything from existence in the game if I farm it. And I was mainly only farming for money because the friend areas you have to purchase, like, not with actual money, but like in-game currency. So it's like, you either get it early, or you struggle if you get behind on getting the friend areas. Because they don't just give it to you if you, like, you can't befriend them if you don't have their area. Legendaries are a special case because they usually come with their area if you beat them in a boss fight. But the one thing I don't like that they did, they made it to where it's a guarantee that you befriend them now. I kind of liked earning them. Like, it was a chance that they joined you, not definite. There was like one or two that were, like, no matter what you did, and it would just auto-confirm. But for the rest of them that were like odd legendaries, like not main ones, like for Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, basically you had a chance to get them at the end, and if you didn't, then that means you gotta go through the dungeon again. That at least made it to where you had to earn them, and it made it more challenging, because first you have to get to them, and then you have to meet them and befriend them. So yeah, it was a very rewarding feeling, being able to walk into those areas and be like, yeah, I am the proud befriender of Mewtwo himself. And yeah, so that's why I'm just kind of sad that they took all the wind out of the game, and then I'd say they botched the friend areas, because I really miss that. It really felt like you earned every single Pokemon. And don't get me wrong, I didn't collect every one. Like, I didn't befriend every single one, because it would have been very ridiculous doing that. Like, even for that time, especially for that time, because each Pokemon had a different rate of whether they would join your team, depending on which dungeon they were in, depending on what other Pokemon were available. It was a challenge. It was a game that actually, like, you had to earn things, and I kind of miss that about gaming now. Because you play a Pokemon game now, everyone has their hands super held, and it's all too easy. Whereas the older ones, they had that charm, they had that difficulty, and you really felt like you accomplished it back then. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it might be because I'm just a kid. I mean, no, because I was just a kid, sorry. Stupid. I'm 24, almost 25, I'm not a kid. when I was a kid and I played these originally, maybe they were harder or something because of my intellect, but there was some nuance to it back then that made it harder, versus nowadays I pick up a game like blind, and if it's a new one, it's usually so easy, and I guess that just kind of disappoints me now. Super trap. Okay. Yeah. A good example of this, Mega Man games. Don't get me wrong, platformers can be difficult if you're not prepared to deal with platformers. It's more like those games are, you learn the area and you adapt to it, but there are some cases where the platforming can get so jank in the older ones that you have to learn techniques and other stuff just to progress. And it was rewarding because when you learned that and then you watch someone else play it and they can't do it, it's like, ooh, I know how to do it, and they did it, and it was really rewarding because you felt more knowledgeable and it was actually something you had to figure out. Whereas now it's like, oh, you're having a bad time, you're not enjoying yourself, then you need to do this, and this, and it just spoon feeds it to you, and it's like, well, maybe I wanted to figure it out. Like, maybe I wanted to use my brain for like 2 seconds. I just kind of miss that, like being able to play a game and learn it and enjoy it. I know there's some people that have lived like, oh, we needed to beat a game just to have clout do all this, when I just played the game to enjoy it and learn. I liked learning the different functionalities of certain games and stuff, how to abuse certain systems, and how to take advantage of each aspect as it showed up. And if not, then learn from each game and whatever it had to teach, or if gather my mind. If a game didn't really have much in terms of abusing a system, or if it was more story focused than gameplay focused, then at least I would have a nice story to learn from and enjoy, or something to take away from it at the end by completing that story, and I could do it all at my own pace. Nowadays, everything's gone to just, it's all gone to like shooters and battle passes and stuff like that, and it's just like, when are we getting out of that? The good news is, I believe it was, I'm not that familiar on the makers of things, like, I don't know band member names and stuff, and that also goes for game creators and company owners of games, so I'm just gonna say it like this, don't get triggered, whoever's out there, even though I know you will. So, the creator of Dota, they stopped, like, I know who it is, the name has eluded me right now, I'm just not thinking that straight on who. I just don't want to say a name and then be wrong, you know? I don't like being a liar, like, even if it's on accident. But, the creator of Dota 2, they're apparently finally stopping the whole Battle Pass thing on their game, and that seems to be a big push now, because people are waking up and realizing, damn, we're not making any sort of, like, profit off of these, because, all we do is make new content for the battle pass and nothing else, and then the game goes practically stale unless you purchase, and it's like, well, what did you expect? Like, you can only do that for so long and in so much of a quantity before you run out of ideas, and then you're kind of stuck with a game that you just don't really have much else except for the same formula over and over again. And that's going to get boring to players very fast. You will lose players, you will lose players, you'll lose trust from players because of making these things like Battle Pass games and all that. Because eventually it's going to be like, oh, well, I don't have the money to get this cosmetic, or if you do worse and add like actual like game-changing loot to these battle passes, it's gonna become pay to win, and then you're gonna lose people, and then others will be forced to purchase, and then it makes it a negative game. Like, a game is meant to be played, and you're supposed to learn something from it. You're supposed to get something out of it. And I feel like if you're fully not enjoying it, or you don't seek the purpose of that game, then there's no point to it existing. Because if the point of it is not being reached, and if there's no enjoyment coming from it, I don't think that is a game anymore. I think that is just suffrage. And it's a shame, because most of the different games out there have gone to battle passes and copying things like Fortnite, or even whatever Fortnite copied, or whatever, however it is. Like, it's just the same cycle, and I'm glad to see we're finally breaking that. I just dropped a Chestoberry the last room that was unable to be used. I hope I didn't have to have an extra one. Rip. Maybe there's one on this floor, because this game likes to hand that out. Like, they'll have the item on the floor now. I remember when you used to have the item before even entering the dungeon, rather than hoping that it's on the dungeon itself. Damn, we just kind of destroyed that shuckle there. I didn't even get to do a move. First, get rid of the heal vermin. 2, undrop seed can't be used. Yep, there's a Chestoberry. I still don't like how this game just does that. I miss the old one. I kind of want to play the old one now. But I do like this one still, because of how obsessively crazy this can get with different stuff you can do. So I guess this one's more of like a power trip of the old game. Maybe that was their angle. To like give the nostalgia, but like quote-unquote fix the hardness of the old one. I remember the hardest thing about the original was keeping your belly full, because it basically was a requirement that you had to have apples and stuff, and you praised when you found an apple. Like, you did not complain. You ate it on the spot just to keep the belly full, and it's like, yeah, you better make sure you enjoy every bit of it, and if you can, save a few apples, because otherwise, if your belly gets too low in the game, you start taking a tick of damage every step from starvation, and I kinda like that, because it gave it a very hard aspect to deal with if you couldn't organize and keep things planned. had to learn it, and I learned the hard way. I thought I could brute force myself through like 20 floor dungeons. Nah. And in this game, they made the belly tick even faster, I think, just to combat how easy it is to get apples and other foods. Because I remember it going down ever so often, not just every single tick that you walk. Because, okay, it's not every tick you walk, but it's like, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every 7 steps. So it'll go down by 1, and your maximum is 100. You can't even change this forever, but you can temporarily per dungeon just overdo it, where you eat an apple at the beginning, or before you've lost any belly, or if you've already got a full one from eating, to add on to it. And you can abuse this by just having an entire toolbox of apples and just completely fill and overdo it, so that any apples you find along the way, oh, it's just a trivial little stack, and then you ain't really gotta worry about it. And the only issue with that is, though, you're relying solely on what the dungeon gives you, so it has to be a dungeon you can do that in if you're gonna do that game plan. This one seems very apple heavy. I'm seeing like an apple every 2 floors, at least. Because it's only been like 1 floor space maybe between not seeing an apple or not seeing that many items. So yeah, they kind of did hold your hand on this game. Unless it's just like the generation, like, not the, I'm talking about like the game generation. Like, unless it's just the game generating certain items depending on my current stats. Also, free Dugtrio. Dugtrio's healing. I mean, fine, I guess. Yes, you make up the money. We need all the money. I mean, we don't really need money, but... let's get the... By the way, I would explore this entire dungeon, but it's 50 floors total. I'm just trying to get the missions out the way that I have stacked up for it. My main goal is to reach the final rank in this game, and I think I'm one or two away. Finally I can take the Nidoqueen off of here. No wonder that was a word mission in the letter. What mission do I have left? It said I had one. Right. Oh, it's just one more floor. How bad could it be? Dies. No. Ironically, I haven't had to use a single Reviver Seed, and I thought this would be one where I needed to, because of all the Earthquakers. Because last time I came in here, I was underprepared, didn't have enough Reviver Seeds, and I encountered a monster house, which that just floods the area that you're in with a bunch of Pokemon, and they all had Earthquake. And they weren't taking much to their own Earthquakes because each one of them had like a Sand Veil, which makes it to where their evasiveness is up during a Sandstorm. Sandstorm was already on board, and they just kept Earthquaking, and it would miss their team, but hit mine completely, and I got swamped. It was so pathetic of me. Like, I went through all the Reviver Seeds in one round, And then I was like, there's nothing I can do. I can clear a few Pokemon, but then the rest of them just Earthquake the rest, and I'm like, oh. And by the time I cleared them all out, I was literally the only mon standing because I didn't want to use Earthquake the whole time as Cubo when my team was still up. Oh look, another... let's do the Fury Swipes. I was wondering why they did that, because they completely missed this Graveler right here. And I'm lying. I did use a Reviver Seed earlier because one of the partner Pokemon died. Temporarily. So there's the stairs if I want it, but we need to go after this. Looking for a max ether. There you go. Now, thankfully, I had one because I literally just picked one up and ate it. And if we didn't have one, then I wouldn't have been able to give that to him. Let's escape. Open up our treasure boxes. Not too bad. Get that Beldum on our team. Yes. No. Cubone. We're gonna keep this one too. No. New Trio. Yes. Just so I don't have to evolve a Diglett. Three life seeds from one mission? Damn. Oh, I have such a long way to go to get to that next rank. A level 10 Snubble. I'm forced to keep him. Oh well. Ooh, 3 Calcium. That's good. Good, I'm getting triplets of all my items and stuff. Let's check the bulletin board. Oh, once I get through the morning cutscene. Mount Thunder, I don't like the item that it offers, so I'm just gonna turn that down, let someone else in the area just take that mission for me, because it's not worth my time. Yep. Let's go straight to the bulletin board, not the town. Okay, take that, take that. Carbos is for speed. Protein. Reviver Seed, maybe. We are no longer at 400,069, so it is no longer nice. There are items in. Oh! I forgot I got a Gallade. I remember I tried so hard to get one of those in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness and Sky. Because the post-game had you go to this area where you had to fight Palkia. And that was one of the first missions that gives you. And in that area, Gallade is a possibility, but it was the smallest chance out there to get Gallade. It was probably the hardest thing for me to ever acquire, and I never could. Actually, let me check what I can evolve. I don't want to evolve my Cubone, because it doesn't really change much. Even as far as stats, because I've already done that with all the drinks and stuff. Also, this background thing here, in the original game, it was literally a pillar of a gem crystal, and it towered over your Pokemon. And it was 3D aspect, even for a 2D bit game. You can even walk behind it and everything. And now even this is just a artwork. Which, I appreciate the art. Nintendo, you did good with it. But please update things to where we can walk around them and stuff again. It's such a simple yet elegant thing that you can add at any time. If you ever see this, Nintendo employee, whoever you are, please bring this up to corporate. As a diehard Mystery Dungeon fan, I want to rock around in the friend areas and the little places like this again. It's just that little touch that shows the heart behind this game. And it's a very fun little series. Like, I doubt I would have half the explorer's instinct that I have nowadays to go outside and enjoy nature and everything compared to most of the people nowadays. Like, I wouldn't have any of that if not for this game. I don't know how much I genuinely want to go out and travel and see so much of the world as it is. Places that you just can't normally get to and just enjoy it. Let alone the different planets out there, too. This is one of the few things that truly gave me wanderlust. Damn, I did have Matang. Oh well. Conditions to evolve. Well, I guess I'm gonna evolve this one. Because it doesn't require... Wait, do I have one evolve yet? Trying to make sure I don't already have a Metagross. I don't. Okay. So now I have the whole Evo line. I'm gonna evolve... this one. Yes, please. Yes, he can evolve. Awakened ones, let us begin. No nickname. I know nicknames kind of personalize your Pokemon, but like, I always counted their names as theirs. Even if, like, everyone was named, like, specifically like an animal in that world. I do name a couple for special reasons. Like if it's my main one, like if it's this game, it's like, well, I do need to personalize since I am from a different world. Or if it's the partner Pokemon, then I want them to feel unique because, like, as if they aren't already unique, but like, to really have them stand out because each game seems to have it to where the partner Pokemon you start with is like outcast and stuff, so it's like, well, what that kind of like world kind of outcast someone who has a different name than the rest of them, or how to define one Torchic from another in that world. So yeah, it's kind of why I nicknamed some of them. In fact, I only ever started doing nicknames to Pokemon when I did my first Nuzlocke, my attempt at one. I lost at Wallace. It was a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. I just couldn't beat him, and it was a shame, but it happened. Let's see. I mean, I did that when I was a lot younger. I was fortunate enough to get one of the Reggies, but that was all by chance. Like, it cost me a team of Pokemon that I basically made just to fight it, and it just wasn't enough. It was the Steel one. Just going through all these, seeing what ones I can evolve, that I want to. This one. I do want Dusknoir, and he is a good level. Yes, the homie. Yeah, your homie, Snorunt. I mean, Snorunt, not Snore. I do want a Frostlass, but I really want Dusknoir. Because Mystery Dungeon, Explorer's Time, Darkness, and Sky were very prominent. Like, I thought the first set was good. Nah, they just went further from there. I heard Infinity Gate, Gates to Infinity was a setback. I didn't get to play it. I got to play the one after that, Super Mystery Dungeon. It was good. I liked the Emerald system, and it made it to where you had to earn being powerful within the dungeon. And then, I still do need to play Gates to Infinity, but apparently that's where they started, where the final boss of the game was not a Pokemon, and it's like, why are we fighting fourth dimensional beings now? Pick a Pokemon, have it cause havoc for some reason, and just focus on that. It's a great formula, and you can make so much story in the world of Pokemon just by doing that. You could even have like a Council of the Legendaries or something, like have it to where the legends are throwing judgment upon the world and have had enough of the organization of Pokemon acting like man, or something like that. Make it something interesting for their world. Don't just throw in, oh, it's some sort of fourth dimensional being pulling the strings from the sidelines trying to take over the world. No. That's why even this remake of DX, of Red and Blue, for the Mystery Dungeon series, it's why it stands. It's why it's good, because it is a remake of something that the original formula was perfect for. I have yet to encounter Mewtwo yet. I haven't done that yet. I haven't gone past the Lombre Stormy Sea thing yet, on purpose, because I've been just farming out, just enjoying. I can't wait to fight Mewtwo. I know I won't feel the same earning as I did the first time, but I think I'll enjoy it. And the sad thing is, to earn him, I'm pretty sure you have to go through the dungeon twice. Once for the story of the post-game, and then one more after if you want him to join your team. Usually by then, though, the game's practically over, because the only thing you have left to do is just infinite random missions to keep farming and having other missions. And from there, it's just collecting them all. But, yeah, I'm quite psyched about finally getting that done eventually. Let's see, I think I definitely want to get the Dusknoir now, because I have all the evolution stones, and I remember, didn't I already get Gengar? I could have swore I did. Oh right, he's not going to pop up on this screen because I have already evolved him into his final. Right. Okay. So I might even already have a Metagross. Rip. Alright, so I know I don't have a Dusknoir. Extra 10 to that stat? Nice. Yes. I would love Dusknoir. I do like the art style that they chose for the Pokemon themselves, since it's in a 3D aspect like this. I love the art style, and I love the, like, imagine if I could have walked around those areas that were made like this. Like, look at this. It's so cute, it's genuine, I love it. It's like they painted a story, and they made it 3D and everything. And I just love that. It really, it takes the, like, childish nature of the vibe, portrays it perfectly. Like when you're like, think about the ones who aren't that like overly like hyper realistic thinkers. This is literally that. Like this beautiful, serene, like drawn up kinda yet still somewhat lifelike art style. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I wish they would have done that for the friend areas. Like, let me show you. So, here's all the friend areas. Rescue team camps. So you see the map in the background. So, it was a different map before. No, it wasn't a different map. It was the same map from the overworld map for the dungeons, except it was repurposed for the friend areas. This is a bit different. This is a different map entirely, but like, let's say I go visit, in fact, why not, just to start boosting up some more, where's, gotta think, King is gone, right? So, this is all we get. And I remember this. This was like this is just a redone picture of the original background art for the, like, this is just a redone background art for the, like, oh, it's this area, and it would have the safari area, and then you actually got to walk into it, but this is just the artwork, and you just pick it like it's a Pokemon PC box now. Like, I wish I could show you just what I'm talking about exactly. I technically could if I pulled up a video, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm just distraught about it, you know? I was so happy to have so much before, and now they kind of botched it. Alright, so proteins, right? I need to make... Wait, did I... Yeah, no, you can afford all the proteins, at least. Yeah, I'll give you all the protein. Get nice, big, and strong. A nice flat 140. We don't need its HP up anymore. There was other Pokemon I was working on, I remember that. No, swapped my Pokemon list. Gengar has tiny special attack compared to everything else. Let me see if I had a Metagross. I would be sad if I already did, because I feel like I did. It's been a while since I picked up the game and started playing it again. I just figured I'd play it today because I didn't really know what else I'd do. Okay, so I don't have to make another Dragonite. I'd rather Dragonair anyway, it has a prettier shiny. Which that's another thing I've noticed in this game. You wind up seeing a lot of boss Pokemon that run around the dungeon, and those are more likely to be shiny than the regular ones. And while you can possibly recruit the shiny ones, the issue is majority of them are just the boss Pokemon that you can't recruit. So it's basically shiny cucking. it just shows you, oh, this is a shiny, and you're gonna beat it, and you're not gonna have it. And I'm like, why? Why do that? That shouldn't be a mechanic. No, I guess I didn't have another Metagross. Good. That's very good. That way I ain't gotta worry. Okay. Dusknoir. I need to go favorite him. Dusknoir for me is just big nostalgia because of the second game. Oh, Pokemon Sky really did me a number, especially with all the added stuff they did for it. It makes me happy that they made the third game of that, like the third version, because they added on so much. So it really showed just how much heart and soul went into that. And then apparently just went downhill. The one thing I didn't like about Super Mystery Dungeon was it was kind of fixed how many it was fixed how many of the same Pokemon you could get. Because you could get multiples of like the end evolutions because you could evolve everything. But the issue is, why would you if you can get literally every single Pokemon? They made it to where you had a finite amount and you could actually complete it, which that's good and all, but what do you do after? Like, do you just save all of the legendaries for after? And then if you get the treasures and stuff that were in some of the dungeons, then, like, what do you do if you've already done all that, like, along the way because of different missions, and you just wanted to complete the dungeon, because you were so close to the end anyway? I feel like that's where they screwed up with Super Mystery Dungeon, but admittedly, they did real good with it. Like, it was really, really good. I can't say it was better than Sky, because that seemed to be the peak for it. But yeah, I'd much rather I'd much rather Sky and all that. There was another Pokemon I wanted to evolve. What starters do I have? Because I don't want to double up on starters to evolve. Because I already did that once, but I did that on purpose because I didn't want to evolve my partner Pokemon anymore. I wanted to have the Combuskin, just to give it some fighting type access. Where's Mudkip? I know I haven't, because I didn't see him so far. I already have Totodile up to Feraligatr. Mudkip. Wait. I need to evolve him. Okay. Thinking. I need to evolve these Pokemon, right? So, okay. I need to evolve Lairon, Mudkip, and that's it for now. Yeah. I need to evolve Lairon and Mudkip, because I don't have Aggron, which I love Aggron, he's cool looking. I really do like Steel types a lot, but there's other types I like more. Well, not more, but like, I just like a variety of Pokemon. Thinking, right. Why did I go to the bulletin board when I needed to evolve? There we go. It's so serene. Get chills up my spine hearing this, like, constant. Just a shit ton that I can't evolve. You require a Evo Crystal. Oh, you require 4. Okay. Porygon requires 2. I'm just checking out all the other ones that I can't evolve, just to see why. Okay, so it's mainly Evo Crystals. Some of these I won't evolve ever because I already have some, or some have already joined the team. Abra was a special one in my heart because of the original Red and Blue. When I played Red and Blue, I happened upon one of these when it was sleeping, and I found it funny walking near one, like in a hallway or whatever in the game, and it was all like it always looked kind of funny whenever it was awake. Because it looked like it was dawdling about, trying to float and walk at the same time. I always found that adorable. And the fact that it's like a psychic fox thing, absolutely precious. So yeah, I really do like Abra a good bit. I just wish it got more in terms of moves, but I understand why it can't. I like Kabuto a lot, especially because of Kabutops. I think I blame Kabuto for why I like horseshoe crabs so much. They look so neat. I just wish they would have kept its, like, tail or whatever. But I guess they had to keep some sort of detail that was different. I like a lot of different Pokemon. There's specific reasons why I like each one. And let's see. I was looking for Mudkip. Where did I... Mudkip. Up there, right? I was blind. And then I'm gonna evolve it again right after. Audio's fine, right, Shiro? Like, I know we're, like, way too late to be asking that, but, like, I've noticed someone join and then leave, like... I was wondering if it was my audio, I don't know. mean, I get this is like more of a chill game, but didn't mean to reteach it Hyper Beam, but I guess it has it now. Give it Meteor Mash. That's a good one. And then let's see, we're physical, we need we need Zen Headbutt. I need to trade out that Hyper Beam though. I need to trade out Hyper Beam and I need to put this Bullet Punch on for sure. Get rid of Takedown. And let's give it Hammer Arm, I think. Yeah. Let's see. I really should favorite that Metagross and Swampert. Yep, dirt. Alright, let's get those. Bloody Water. I mean, it does hit everything, so I might as well have a Sweep Remove. And then I'll put on some physical moves. Let's see. Ooh, we do have Rock Slide. Yeah. What's so special about this one? We would do good with the Earth Move. It seems to be what is showing up. Let's see, get rid of Water Gun because we have Muddy Water. Alright, next Pokemon, Duskar. That actually looks pretty good on its own, but could use a little bit of elemental stuff. I think I'd rather Thunder Punch, because we're more likely to paralyze, and that slows down opponent Pokemon for a turn. Plus, we already have something to burn. So, yeah, you'll be a utility. Which, I mean, if you had Pain Split, that would be great. But, no Pain Split. Faster. Oh. Oh yeah, it does, okay. We could make him a choo-choo train. It's gonna be better than Iron Head, I think. Yeah, most definitely. And I'm willing to take that risk of it missing. Because we can just fix that right up over time. Rock Slide. Get rid of Tackle. Rip. Okay. Well, let's see. Get out of there. I believe I saw one more Pokemon I did want to evolve, but I don't know. Wait, how many missions have we taken? So if I was to go through a dungeon, the best one would be Far Off Sea. Might as well. Is there any extras on the board for Far Off Sea? Just to give us more? No. I mean, I could just do a quick one. Let's see, 2 hours? I could do a funny thing. Screw it. I'll make a team for a one mission. Alright, so what's the offers here on these? Accept jobs. 29 floors to get Gulpin. 14, 7, 18. Let's do Grand Sea. A bit of a challenge. Okay, so wait, how many floors again? Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. So 30 max, but on floor 29. So basically complete the dungeon. It's mainly waters. but it didn't do it. Pokemon that I haven't boosted to shit. No legendaries. No, I boosted him to shit. Stockpile setup, maybe? I kinda wanna try the aggro, but I know I'll get like one hit. So I mean, I could do just a random, but I will go with... Let's do a little chaos, actually. Let's do some chaos. You have teleport still, right? Yeah. Okay. What if I... Should I up the ante here? What if I go teleport Abra with a warp scarf? And we have to go pacifist through the entirety of the Grand Sea. I feel like that'll be funny. Let's try it. And I gotta edit my entire box for this. Bring up some money. Pause it. Okay. That. Right, I forgot I could do that. Gotta keep all those revive orbs, keep the wands. The rest I need to... Well, I need the other stuff, but ditch those. Withdraw. Let's go with... Oh, I thought the scarves would be closer than that. Okay. Where's a warp scarf? This is pacifist, so I'm going to need a good set of wand. So I'm going to take... I don't want to just take a shit ton of overpowered wands, but... I'll take some. How about that? Oh. Oh, right. Let's take... Since we have 4 on person, we're going to be encountering a lot of Pokemon in the middle of this, so I will have 20 of each wand. You'll be surprised how fast you go through those. I need 1 of this because we're carrying 19. Confuse. Dude. And we'll only have 10, no, 15 of these. Have the one just in case we do get good stuff, otherwise I will let it all drop. And I'll have to go rescue. This mission I'll take 2 of these. And yeah, I think that'll be... Well, I don't really have much of these to warrant, so just to empty out my box of these. There. Alright. Here we go, hard mode. Oh boy. And this one, after I'm done with it, that's gonna be it for me today, after I'm done with this. So, immediately, where is my work scarf? Ooh, that ain't good already. Hitting an explosive trap immediately is horrible. This is utter chaos. Oh no. Am I just not gonna find the room? Uh-oh. Oh no, our attack's the room. Oh god. Okay, free stuff. Uh-oh. Warp Scarf. Okay. So, that's the first death. Lovely. Move one over. Oh god, he's lighting up. No. Okay, thank you. This is scary. Okay, since I was able to do that, I can't take off the warp scarf, even if I'm near stairs. That's how we're gonna play this one. I hope you're ready for 29 floors of this. Well, now 28. Okay. That's funny. Cute little Abra. Whew. Okay. You know, I do kind of miss his little half-walking, half-asleep kind of looking animation when he would walk. But this is kind of funny, just zipping and zooming around with an Abra. It's so great. Oh. Well, the stairs are up there, so I just gotta keep trying to beeline it to the stairs. Haha. Take your shit and leave. That's how I operate. Oh no. That'll be his second teleport evade. That ain't good. Okay. Okay. Just add on steps. Oh god. Please. No, I'm just getting out of that. Oh, and we immediately teleport. Deluxe. Waste a move with Oranberry. Oh, I just realized, what is our... Do we even have a special ability? Because that'll be even harder if we don't. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, we don't have a rare quality. That's even harder. That's good. I like this. Ah, okay. Oh. gonna get tougher as we keep getting further in. We can crew, so that is a possibility, but it will be more difficult, because that's more things that can die and waste all of our reviver seeds. Okay, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. No time for reloop. We are after the Gulpin at the end of this. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. There goes another reviver. I don't want to use my items as a thing because I've been stockpiling all those wands for I don't know how long. So it'd be a shame to just wind up using them all. Oh, I got scared. Put me back, put me back, put me back, put me back where I belong. Send me back to the Stone Ages. Fuck. Come on. I can teleport literally everywhere, but... Oh, now you're gonna... Okay, thank you. No. Okay. No. Oh, okay. We can avoid danger somewhat, so this is playable. Please. No! Right when I stepped on them! No! Come on. I am like a rat in a maze. Oh wait, that's the reason of this game. What am I saying? Uh-oh. We teleport? Oh, I teleported twice. Okay. Please? No! Again? Fuck. This must be fucking with the AI thing so much of this game. Damn it. I gotta live. I gotta keep going. I'm right here. Yes, go. Oh, that was scary. Oh, I only have one more Orange Berry. I could walk it off. But the belly's getting low. I need to Big Apple. Alright. Okay. That's good. Okay. Strat. See, I'm only really scared if we get a monster house. Because it's over if it's a monster house. Oh. That's another death. Okay. Bub? I think I've had enough of that. You're gonna get confused. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. catch me talk about Monster Girls. I'm playing a very hard, thing that I chose to do. And that's another death. Oh! No. That would have been so bad. To give you context, I have a 30-floor dungeon I have to complete. This Pokemon is Abra. It doesn't have any moves except for teleport. It has 8 of these that I can use. I have it holding a Warp Scarf, so it will teleport every few random steps, as you can see. So, I have no aggression. It's basically Pacifist Mystery Dungeon, and I have to hope I don't get killed, too many times, because that means that I would have to rescue this guy, or let it all go to waste. And I can't take off the Warp Scarf, because that would be cheating. And yeah, so I just have to hope I teleport near the stairs. It can really flounder you, not knowing where you are. How did I know? And that's just a straight no. You teleport. And sometimes it uses it twice, because some sort of bullshit with the game. It ain't a glitch or nothing, it's just a part of it. That's never good. You don't ever want an enemy on your ass like that, because... oh man. Because they can corner you and screw you over. Ah, here we go. Next floor. I decided to just straight up make this a challenge. Essentially. Ah. I risked taking a hit there. I could recruit, but that's just gonna tear through more Reviver Seeds. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have a whole stack, basically. I should be fine. I don't want to recruit. Just find me the stairs. Okay. That was dumb of me. But I'm glad nothing hit. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Come on, no Aqua Jet? Okay. Okay. Oh no. Keep going, keep... that would have been bad. That was a Hydro Pump. Holy shit. No! That's where the stairs are. And I got stair cocked. Okay, come on. Up. Run. Somewhere I want to be. All of these do so much damage to me. And that's another life. This ain't no good easy guy, come on. Don't take another immediately, come on. Okay, next area. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're 10 in of 30. So, we 20 more floors like this. I'm gonna be impressed if I can. Okay, 19 more. Technically it's one less because the last area is literally just chests. Or, like, it's free stuff. So, technically, 18 left. I mean, we could literally just move randomly and it wouldn't matter, but it does somewhat matter when there's enemies around. Because you have to get real tactical with how you move. I needed to take the death because of the slow. Okay. Teleport. Nice. But that took me away from it. Know where the stairs are, though. That's good. Come on. Drop me by the stairs. Drop me by the stairs. Drop me by the stairs. Okay. Okay. Stairs. Mommy. Mommy. Damn it. Why does everything have to have bubble beam? And bubble? Why does everything have to be ranged? Okay, go. Discover. Discover grass. Come on. Touch the stairs. Touch stairs. This is the only issue. It's the RNG wherever you go, and the more areas there are, I'm noticing. Oh, you bitch. Thankfully, the double teleport. Okay. 17 to go. No, I don't want. Okay. Learn the area. Not good, not good, not good. Teleport. Yep, that's fine. Double teleports are usually welcome. Oh! No, 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 no. Okay. Yes. Proceed. Okay. Yes! 15 more. Oh, if only I had an invitation. Oh. Oh no, this is where things get really hard. Okay. This is where the scaling really starts. Drink that. Teleport me? Okay. Damn it! It was right there. That's not good. I mean, it's not like it affects me, but it ain't good. When I was a kid, I used to play around like this too. Like, I used to put on a warp scarf and just screw around with the entire area, but the partner Pokemon would always die. Oh boy. Well, that might be it, because there is now such an influx of Pokemon on the floor that... Oh boy. find the stairs quick, we are in big trouble. Underfoot, throw. I was about to say, if it don't let me go... Oh, okay. That's the stairs. Okay, go, 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 go. Get out of the monster house area. Okay. That's the stairs, but everything's right here. What if I... Do I have a... I don't. I can do this. That's not good. And I got teleport covered, but that's fine. I just gotta live, right? Just gotta live. Live. Okay. Yes! Okay. 11 more. Uh-oh. The stairs are right there. Okay. 10 more. I just knew that I wasn't getting those stairs, so I was like, screw it, buddy. Uh-oh. Teleport. Double? No. That's not good, that's not good. Oh. Well, that's fine. Okay, 9 more. A Vaporeon. A Vaporeon. Damn it. Sleep. I can't get the Vaporeon from this dungeon right now because I don't have any good attacks. No. It wasn't near any stairs, so... Speaking of... We are going big minimalist run, honestly. Okay. I need to... Okay, I have a stack and 1 Reviver Seed. Should be fine. The minute I say that, I get teleported right in front of a... Aww. 45 damage from a trap. That ain't good. Get me out. Next. 6 more 4s. Pain. Ah, right there. Come on, come on. Teleport, teleport, teleport. Uh-oh. Run. Run. Okay. Teleport. Do it again. Please, 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 no. Please no, please no, please no. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, that was so smooth. Okay. It's amazing how they can't tell whenever you're around sometimes. Okay, corridor. Okay. Right. Uh-huh. Yes. Give me stairs. Another one. Why? Okay. This way. Drink this for more of these, even though I haven't used them. Oh, that stairs. Fuck, I wasted... If I didn't waste the movements, I would have been able to hit the stairs. Rip. Petrifying Orb. I can swap that for a Plague Seed. Oh, that was scary for 2 seconds. Oh, stairs cocked again by my own movements. Really game. That's better than a Plague Seed. Plague Seed. Oh no, teleport was sealed. We have to rely solely on Warp Scarf. Okay. That ain't good. That really ain't good. Because that means I can't escape if I run out of spaces to walk. So I can't get cornered on this floor. Please. Okay. Keep moving. Just keep moving. Bandana? No. Get rid of that. No! It was right in front of me! Why? Teleport. Yes. Yes. Next floor. Give me my teleport back. Okay. I want that item so bad. Rip. Okay. It's a heal seed? I thought it was a reviver seed. Damn it. Okay. I wasted a reviver seed just for that. That's fine. That's not. There's the stairs. Death. And I got stairs coming right there. Wow. If I didn't panic against all those, I could have just entered and left. Okay. Gotta start being aggressive as I can. Okay. Why does it keep throwing me there? Bruh. Okay. There. Okay. 3 more. 3 more rooms of pain. Ugh. And we were right by the stairs. Shit. Shit. Uh-oh. Teleport. Sealed. I'm gonna Oran Berry. I know I'm kind of brain deading on this, but like, you can understand. Okay. Go this way and try to discover more map. We have closer chance to being by the stairs. Like that. There we go. Only a couple more. That ain't gonna get us there, though. Come on. Big apple. Big apple moment. Run. Okay. Where are the stairs? There they are. Okay. We are a couple floors left. We just gotta survive. God, imagine playing the whole game like this. This would be horrible. Ugh. Okay. This is anxiety. Okay. Okay. Hey. Hey. No. Okay. So hard, though. Please. There they are. No! Oh, come on, I was right on them. Please, stairs me. Fuck. Oh, no. 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 Uh-oh. Okay, but I'm still not out of it yet. Okay. Oh, there's so many bots. Oh. Teleport. No. That's a death. We're getting low on reviver seeds. Oh my. Okay, come on. Go, 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 go. Yes, yes, go, go, go. Don't ask me twice, just go. Okay. So we gotta not only get Gulpin on this floor, but we have to hit the stairs as well, without taking off the warp scarf. Confusion, yay. Waste our moves, take that. Go. Okay, we're by the stairs. Gulpin's right there. Christ. Well, the way we're gonna do this... Where's... I have a Petrify Orb. Okay, talk to Gulpin. So now we just have to move over to the stairs without teleporting. But we don't control that. Oh, okay, well... Yeah, just... No, we don't want to escape. yeah, we'd like to go on. Ah. I don't care if we're at the end of this. I'm gonna keep the warp scarf on just to be annoying. It's like the devs didn't know what to put in these little treasure areas except for power-up drinks and stuff. A little sad, but I guess what else are you gonna give? Unless it was like TMs and stuff that you could not obtain otherwise. Fuck. Come on, let me... Stairs. Alright. That was good. That was good. I didn't think I'd like that. I really didn't think I would, like trying that, making it that hard. Because that's a post-game area, like a post-game, dungeon. Oh, he gave us 3 iron as well. And he's gonna be joining our team. Woo! Oh, he's got small stomach. It's good. Alright. I'm gonna store all the items and stuff, and then I'm gonna call it. There ain't really too many people to raid, but I can see what I can do. We're gonna get rid of that Lapis mission. Because if I wanted perfect apples, then I would just go farm them in a dungeon. Store. Very interesting little playthrough of it today. Using minimal items as possible. And yeah, it actually is pretty fun. I'll give it that. Alright, all this. God, my inventory's gonna look like a wreck. Ugh. Okay, let's restock on the revived seeds and big apples. I need like 3, right? Yeah. And then I'll take tiny reviver seeds. 9. Let's see the bulletin board once we put our money away. Damn, we got a good bit of money considering we were just warping all over the floors. Bulletin board. Damn, no good missions at all. Why? No farmables, no... It must be pushing me to want to do the story now, because how much I have farmed. It's kind of what other thing I wanted to do. Let me check something real quick. I just need to check one thing. Let's see. where's my other mouse? Because I use 2 setups. Just give me a moment. Well, I guess I just can't. Oh well. Alright. So, I'm gonna let that be the end of it. This was a nice chill stream. Next time I do stream, I should be back on the Battle Network story. Today was just mainly chill because 4th of July. Lynn, if you're watching this after, happy birthday, and I hope you enjoy what I wind up giving you later. But for now, I am gonna have to go, so you have a good night, and enjoy the fireworks. I ain't really got much to do as far as that, but well, I'll see y'all next time.